Hello, legends and super legends. Welcome to Veloharmony. Today I want to talk about my challenges with Rapha. What inspired me to make this video? There's a gentleman on the channel, one of our legends. His name is Raymond Wong. And so Raymond, I appreciate your comment. Raymond said, I went out for a ride today with the Rapha Pro Team sleeveless base layer, plus the classic jersey, plus the Pro Team wind jacket on a 45-degree weather ride, and I still felt cold. So that's like probably 4 to 5 C, something like that. He said, after watching your video, I immediately purchased the Rapha's Pro Team thermal base layer, the green, the video that I made with the thermal base layer. He said, to see how it holds up next weekend on a ride. I'm pretty interested to see what other Rapha products you got, since they have the massive 60% sale now. I also got their Pro Team insulated jacket just to test out the warmth, since they have alpha polar tech technology embedded in them. So when I read that, I replied to Raymond. I told him I would post, I would make some reviews of the products as they came in that I had ordered. But then it dawned on me that this is the issue I have with Rapha, in that they have great stuff, they have great colorways, they have a lot of technical stuff, but sometimes it's like splitting hairs. You know, they have gloves where you can wear from, say, 4C to 6C, you know, which is like 40 to like 50, you know, so 4C to like maybe 10C, 40 to 50. So you got 10 degrees Fahrenheit changes and you got 5 degrees Celsius changes in these gloves. Who's got time for all that? You know, sometimes it's like, it's cold, I just want a pair of gloves that will go down. So it requires a lot of time and energy to really investigate what these products are, because Rapha has a lot of specialized stuff, meaning that they've got a training jacket, and then they've got a classic jacket. They got, you know, after a while, it gets very confusing. I will give you some examples, and then I'm going to go ahead and actually show you what came in. And the examples of what I'm talking about, I pulled up their page here. I had talked to Paul about it because some of the stuff was just crazy. I will use this for an example. I will do a different review on the Pro Team thermal, long sleeve thermal jersey that I actually ended up wearing in yesterday's ride, which I have not put out yet because I'm still doing the overlays. But they have things that look the same, but have different functions. So for example, if you look at their Pro Team long sleeve thermal jersey, and you look at I will put the picture right up here. And if you go ahead and look at the Pro Team long sleeve aero jersey, from a distance, they look the same, but they have completely different functions. So the point I'm trying to get to is, you have to know specifically what you're looking for before you spend your money on their stuff, because sometimes you end up being frustrated at best and out of money at worst when you buy some of the stuff. The good thing is the return policy is very good. So the point I'm making is this. For example, if you mistakenly think that, the Pro Team long sleeve aero jersey is something because it's long sleeve, it's for cold weather, you will be wrong. It's an aero jersey. It's not going to keep you very warm. And so it's the same thing in the example from Raymond, where he wore this Pro Team wind jersey or whatever they call it. And really, it's not designed to keep you very warm. It's more to block the wind. But when you think about it, why would you want something blocking the wind that doesn't keep you warm? And so I'll use this for an example. I've got this lightweight Pro Team vest, and I can count on one hand how many times I've worn it. It's a gilet, okay? It's very lightweight. It blocks the wind in the front. The back is well ventilated. The few times I've worn it, when the temperature went up, I had to take it off because it got really hot, because it does block the wind. But if it gets very cold, this thing is not going to keep me warm. It's really good at blocking the wind, but it's not going to keep you warm. So that's the situation that Raymond's going through, in that he got the Pro Team wind block jersey, or whatever they call it. I think I have it pulled up here. The jersey is designed to block wind for the most part. But then when you read the specifics on the description of that product for that jersey, it says, if it's chilly in the morning, you don't want to be caught without this jersey, or if you're going down a descent. Well, you're going down a descent, that's just to keep the wind from cooling you off. So the jersey itself is not the jacket is not warm, but it's just designed to block wind. But it's confusing because when you think about it in general terms, if something's blocking the wind, if it's a hot day, you don't care. You don't need a jersey that will block the wind. You need a jersey that will block the wind when it's cold. So really the jersey should be warm or the jacket should be warm as well as being able to block the wind. And so they cross lines to where they've got a wind block jersey and then they've got a jacket that's just blocking the wind like Raymond's talking about, but then they got jerseys with wind blocking material just in the front. Then they have jerseys that supposedly will keep the rain off of your front, but then it ventilates on the back. What if it's raining? Who cares? You're going to be wet. And there's one thing I talked to Paul about. They have a race cape, which I think is excellent because it folds down. And so I have owned their soft shell jersey, the Pro Team. I ended up sending it back because it didn't fold down to where you could put it in the jersey pocket. And the problem is it was strictly for rain. So it was too specific. So I ended up not using the thing. It was just sitting here. And at that price point, I'm like, I can do better things with that money. So I sent it back. So now here it is. They have a race cape, Pro Team race cape jersey jacket that does fold down, specifically keeps you dry in the rain or whatever. But then they have right next to it a vest. Let me see what they call it because I actually have it pulled up on the phone here. Who needs a rain vest? If it's raining, I want to keep my whole body dry. If you wear a vest, all of this is going to be wet. And then it's a vest, so that means the rain's going to find its way in here. So, I don't know. It's like they're splitting kind of hairs and it's getting a little too cute. They make great stuff, but some of the stuff I'm like, you know what? Come on, guys. What are you smoking up there? Forgive my pun. But the thing is that we talk about it and we laugh about it. So when Raymond put the thing out there, I knew exactly what the issue was. So here it is. He's bought a jersey, a jacket that's supposed to block the wind. He expected it to keep him somewhat warm. It didn't do that. So now he's going to try to get I was trying to find this rain vest. Yeah, Pro Team rain vest, they call it. I'll put it up here in production so you guys can see it. Then they have an insulated gilet. And then they have an insulated jacket. So for example, this is what he ordered. I just got mine. And so I thought I would just use this to do the review for it. This is the Pro Team insulated jacket. They also have an insulated gilet without the arms. Basically, it looks the same. I'll put the picture up here for those of you. But here's the thing. This is where they start splitting hairs. This jacket, what I like about it is very lightweight, very warm, and it's packable. That was my reason for getting it. My main thing was I wanted something that will be light, can keep me warm, and I can stick in my pocket if the day changes, because down here where we live, it changes. I'm just going to do this because I've already seen that this thing packs down, and I'm not packing it as well as I would normally, but you can see this thing packs down to where you can stick it in a jersey pocket. Okay. It packs down. I just folded it, but normally what you would do is, let me do it properly so you guys can really see it. You want to pack the thing to where it's easy for you to take out and put on. I will do it so you can see. So when you go and you leave the thing unzip, of course, move the arms in. That's the best way to pack them. Bring the arms together to where you get a small footprint. And then you just roll. You just roll down. Okay? This is it. You stick this bad boy in your pocket. You're good to go. Okay? This is it. I have the Pro Team jacket. Let me get it. Oh, it's actually right here. Okay. This is the Pro Team jacket. Now, I got this because this is also on sale. This is from like 2 or 3 years ago. Rapha has what they call archive sale, where they're selling old stuff. I've got this just to have a variety. This jacket is like wearing a jersey because it's got pockets and everything. It's not foldable. You're not going to be able to fold this down and put it in a jersey. So this is something you would wear when it's going to be 10°C or less. That's when their stuff's getting very specific, and you need to be familiar with it before you buy and invest in certain things that they make. And so you're wondering, okay, you have this jacket, why did you get it? There are days when I know it's just going to be cold and I wear that for variety. But down here, we have most of the winter and even spring and fall. The temperature just changes very drastically. We can start out at 4C and end up at 21C in the same morning. That's when this guy will come in handy, the foldable guy. That's the reason I got him. So the point I'm trying to stress is deal with Rapha based on the function of what you need. Find a garment that meets that function. So I picked the Pro Team, and that's a Pro Team also because the fit for my shape, it fits me better. The classic stuff, they're a little looser than I like. I don't like things flapping when I'm riding, and they have the technology now to where these things don't have to be heavy to be warm. That's where this one. So Raymond, you're going to love this jacket. This is what Raymond ordered. I don't know what color he got it in. I got it in the burgundy because they had the burgundy on sale, and then they had, I think, like a navy or something. I wanted something that would stand out. I like the pink on there. Most of the winter days, it's kind of gray and cloudy. So I want something that will pop. And what I'm going to come close to show you guys is what they did is this is very lightweight material, but look at what they did. That's insulation you're looking at. It's all in the arms. Let me pull the arm inside out. All in the arms. These are the areas where the wind hits you. So this is another thing about Rapha that I like. Because the person who started the company is a cyclist, he rides bikes, they focus on where do we need the protection. When you're riding a bike, you need the protection on your arms. So what do? They insulate the arms. Look at that. And look at the chest. That's the inside of the chest, the front, all insulated. That's where you need the stuff. The back, they didn't bother because that's where you need things to ventilate. This front blocks the wind, and then up your upper neck area, you see, that's insulated. It's very soft. I don't know what kind of material. I think he said Polar Tech. Okay, so my attraction to Rapha is because of the cycling specific functions that they add in here. And then here it is. Back in the day, jackets didn't have pockets. They got 3 pockets on this thing, plus this security flap, which I love on the side. Your phone will fit in there. That's where I put my phone so I can still use my pockets. It is just excellent. So yeah, Raymond, you're gonna love this one, and you may want to consider if it's still eligible. I would send that wind jacket back because they send labels of all these things. This thing here will replace the need for that wind jacket. Yeah, this is not waterproof, but this material will keep. Water's not going to go through this very easily. Whatever polyester or whatever they use on the outside, this will keep you in a light rain situation. It will keep you dry. Now, they say on the site that this is not waterproof and that you need to carry a rain cape when you're going into the rain. So if you're going to be riding for hours in the rain, yes, this will keep you warm, but you need to maybe take your race cape. What I do with their jackets, because it's Pro Team, I size up. And that's what I recommend. My normal Pro Team size is large in shirts. I do XL for all the jackets, and they fit. You want to do that because they're cut small. And another thing about this, as I put it on, there is some kind of elastic it's like a big band. This whole area here that you see, it just sucks. Watch. It just sucks onto your wrist. Look how it sits there. Okay. So, you would think Rapha was paying me for these reviews. The reason I do these reviews, I want to only bring things to you guys that work for our sport, okay? Even if Rapha were paying me and their stuff were crappy, I wouldn't bother. I wouldn't bring it here. There's no point to it. They got like a double zip here. I got to figure out why they did that. I'm sure there's a good reason. They got one on the bottom, one in the front, and I think, let me pull this up so you can see. I'm going to put it down here. It's the first garment I've gotten from them that has the double zip. You can zip it all the way up. Then they've got a zipper on the bottom. You can open from the bottom. So you could ventilate, I guess, that way. So you got 2 zippers, which I think is really cool. And the biggest thing is by sizing up. I went to XL. Look how it fits my neck. Okay? Look how it fits my neck. I wish they would put that on their site. I mean, I read the reviews and I've sampled enough of the stuff to where I had to send them back. But for the Pro Team line, I always size up for jackets because you're going to be putting things under it. This is an XL that fits me like an L. So that means the Pro Team jackets are just cut small. And that's Dana, one of the legends here, had issue with the core sizing and it being inconsistent. So that's some of the challenges with Rapha that I just wanted to kind of point out. It can drive you crazy. They make good stuff, but you have to read the specifics of the function of what they say the thing is designed for. So if you buy the deep winter gloves, don't wear it above 10C. Your hands will be too hot. If you're going to wear gloves between 10C and say 15C, which is like 50 to like 60, or 18C is like 65. If you're going to be wearing gloves where you're on the cusp, then you want to get the Pro Team gloves, which are lightweight and they work great above 4C or something like that. You wear those. So you kind of have to know the function of what you're getting from them. Otherwise, you end up just running into a lot of issues. And so this is the reason I got this Pro Team thermal jacket is because I needed something that I could take off during a ride. And that's what was lacking with the green one that you see back here. It's just a jacket where it has to be a day where it's not going to warm up much. And we do have those days. And it gave me the variety. That's why I have that. So you have to look at the function. What do you need? And what are you getting from Rapha? Does it fit that need? Because I, for one, will not be buying a rain vest. I'm looking at getting the rain cape because I've always wanted something from them that I could fold and put in a jersey pocket, say if the rain stopped or if it was threatening to rain. And I've never had that from them. And so that rain cape, especially now that it's 50% off, it's looking more attractive. I'm hoping it goes down even more. But I just wanted to mention that today so that you keep that in mind. A lot of people don't like Rapha. They will say, I had a guy a few years ago, I told Paul about it. I went to a bike barn ride. He didn't know me. And he was laughing at me to the leader of the ride. And the leader of the ride knew me. And, he knew my background and whatever. And we were in the store because, they open the store before business for riders who are going to the ride so you can use the restroom or whatever. And it was a young kid that worked there, and he was telling the guy, look at this guy, he's dressed head to toe in Rapha, like I'm a poser or whatever. And that's kind of, so I overheard him, but I acted like I didn't. I acted like I was looking at some cycling stuff. And the leader of the ride knew that I was within earshot and just told him, don't worry about that guy. He knows what he's doing. His name is Kurt, the leader of the ride. And so I just kind of smiled because some people act like Rapha's for posers. Well, if that's the case, fine. The bottom line is I bring Rapha to the channel because they make good stuff. They make high quality stuff. They're not the only one that's doing that, but I haven't seen other people get super specific. And so even though their prices are up when they have these sales, I have to let you guys know about it. So those of you who want to jump on the opportunity can do that. And so when you go to the Rapha site, please read the description of the product. Read some of the reviews. Now, some of the reviews are pretty crappy. People say, oh, great jacket. That's not a review. Great jacket is not a review. It doesn't tell me what's great about the jacket. Now, there are some people probably, this guy had to be British. There was a guy that did a review on one product on Rapha. It was like he was in a lab. He gave percentages. That was a review. They really should have paid him for it. But so you get good reviews, and then you get some reviews that are like, oh, well, it came and the package was ripped. Well, what about the product? If the product was okay, who cares about the package that was ripped in shipping? That's not a review, Or somebody will give a review and say, oh, I bought it for my son. I don't know how he likes it, but I bought it for my son. That's not a review. Let your son give the review or tell you what it is. So those are the kind of stuff you have to sift through. And I guess a lot of people get frustrated. But, you want to go with that approach. Focus on what you need, what need you're trying to fulfill, and then see if you can find a product there that meets that need. Sometimes I'll identify a product that meets a need. I will flag it and I will make a note, personal note, and then wait till it goes on sale. I tried to contact Rapha. Somebody came to the site on our channel here and suggested that, oh, you should contact Rapha for Rapha to give you coupon codes for your viewers and whatever. I've already done that. I'm not going to chase them around. I sent them information. There are people sending stuff to the channel. I don't accept everything. You guys have seen me do some of the Przewalski stuff because their stuff is good. I don't just do high price stuff. That's why I bring these when they're on sale. If you know, but it doesn't mean that I don't buy some of that stuff at regular prices. Those of you who've been here, you know, I bought like the Team Sky collector's item jersey at regular price. Some things, if you want it, you just got to get them. And so I don't focus on just high price or boutique style stuff here. Whatever's functional is going to work, then I bring it to the channel. I've reached out to Rapha. I have reached out to Santini. You guys see that they made our kit or whatever, so they know. And I'm going to let them come and take advantage of the opportunity. This channel continues to grow. So once we get to the point where we have a large enough audience, yeah, more people will come, but I'm still going to keep the quality the same. If they send me piece of crap, I'm not bringing it to the channel. I want to bring things that will work. I want to bring things that I would use, that just not going to be, I'm just moving products for ad revenue or some crap. I'm not going to do that. So that's the reason. So there was a guy named Carlos that came and he was making suggestions. I just kind of smiled because been there, done that. All this stuff, you know, I've got a marketing arm that's looking into stuff like that, but I don't want to just be pushing products here. This is an educational channel. I want products that will enhance your cycling. I want to give you guys more options that you may not be aware of. Not everybody's got the time to scour the internet or read up on all the gear that's coming out. That's why you got road.cc and all these places that do that. So I want our channel to be at that level to where the quality products will come through here and we'll introduce it to you guys. And at that point, yeah, we'll be trying to get coupons for subscribers and different things like that, different promotions that we can use. But right now, since Rapha has not responded to requests that we've sent, I'm introducing things to you guys when they're on sale. And it doesn't mean that you have to only buy the sale item. If you really need a product that they have and they don't happen to have your size, sometimes I buy them a regular price. You know, sometimes they, you know, certain colors are more popular. They don't put them on sale. But I'm getting a little off topic. I just wanted to put that on here on this video to let you know that with Rapha, you have to be very patient and you have to be selective and you have to take the time to understand what the garment is supposed to do. Because some of their stuff that they have, in my opinion, they're just so close to the other ones that you're crossing hairs. So it's hard to really determine. So be specific on what you need and find a piece of garment that fills that need when you do your shopping, okay? With that being said, don't let the weather stop you. Get those cases.